Hello YouTubers and Doctor Who fans, and welcome to another video. Today I'll be reviewing my custom 3¾ inch Asylum Daleks. Now, these Daleks, some of them are a bit mixed up, and different pieces and different parts of several different Daleks mixed together. That's because at the time there were different customs, and the paint, especially that one over there, the paint was all odd when I wasn't too great at painting. But with them as Asylum Daleks, I think the effect is alright. It makes it look a bit more old and rusted and damaged sort of thing. So this is the Dalek without the grill and any weapons or the eye stalk. The eye stalk I actually have somewhere. It was originally on it, but I need to glue it back on, so I'll do that eventually. You can see that half of this is like trying to open sort of thing. There's no mutant inside, there's nothing inside it, just big black empty space. The head, the lights, there's only one light that has been cut off many times and painted over. This body does not go with these the head or the sort of gun section, if you like, because the paint doesn't match. You can't tell on camera because of the light that there is a lot of grey paint over it to make it look a bit cobweb, sort of like it's covered, to make it look like it's covered in cobwebs. There are loads of there are a few gouges at it. I mean, there's a few. There's mostly on the base though, really. There are gouges and cuts. You can see a bit there. This was originally going to be an open Dalek, an open-up Dalek, like the one Clara Oswald was put in The Magician's Apprentice and Witch's Familiar. But that never got completed and it just failed, really. So that's that Dalek. Next we move on to this Dalek, and you can tell straight away that there is bits of rusty on here. This is the base, the electronic rusty Dalek from Into the Dalek set. The head is obviously rusties. The main body is rusties, but there are a few bits that don't match. Like this section, the gun section, is actually from this Dalek. So, yeah. The grill section, I think is from this Dalek. I'm not sure. This was also going to be another sort of open Dalek, but it failed. There's a load of black paint to symbolise sort of burn marks and scorch marks or whatever, but the front didn't work too well. The head is at an angle, it's tilted, which I think looks quite nice. You can see with this Dalek the grey paint a little better, all over this Dalek actually. This is just blue tack, this bit here. It was actually just to show these missing, the solar panels. There's a bit there. There's a load of gaps and holes in this because some of these parts, obviously, as I've said before, don't match. This plunger isn't from this Dalek because obviously Rusty had the one with the little bit on it. Obviously no gun. The idea for having this was actually from another Dalek, a classic Dalek that was seen in the Asylum, a throne room Emperor's Guard Dalek, from Evil of the Daleks. So, yeah, that was the idea from that. That's why there's no ball, it's literally just attached by the plunger inside there. The eye stalk still moves. There is a bit of blue paint, but it's covered up mostly by black and grey paint. The The head doesn't move, obviously, because it's just glued down. But it works and it's quite nice. Now we move on to a Dalek that was seen in the Asylum, and this is the Dalek that was sort of going after the Doctor and Amy in the corridor in the Asylum. Which was saying, intruder, intruder. And the one that the Doctor had set the self-destruct on, it was moving backwards. So this Dalek has obviously the bent plunger tip, which is quite nice. There are no missing solar panels on this Dalek, I'm afraid. That is a little bit that I did not manage to do. The gun isn't actually attached how it would normally. It's just a ton of glue behind it that's just dried, and I've moved it about so much just try and get it to move, and it actually moves with no problem. There's literally nothing behind it except for glue, so it still works. There's massive cuts down it because it was another open Dalek. I seem to be quite fond of open Daleks. As I said before, loads of holes and cuts and gouges at it. This head used to be able to turn, but it broke off and I've had to glue it back down. The eye stalk still moves. This one does have a bit more blue paint with a load of grey on it. You can just see the blue coming through in the light. Just a tiny bit. To be honest, these Daleks look much better in person. There's a load of grey paint on it, as you can see now. There's scorch marks, burn marks. Not really scorch marks and burn marks, because I didn't put it against the frame, I just painted it on. But it works. It works as a Dalek. And the base obviously isn't neat. Since when a Dalek base is clean and tidy? I don't ever recall seeing a clean and tidy Dalek base. Except on the Paradigm Daleks. They're the only ones I've ever seen with a sort of clean base that isn't got any scratches on it. And that's that Dalek. I think it looks really nice. So that's the end of those Daleks. It is actually... These were made for a future episode, future animation that I have planned to do with my custom pre-regeneration 12th Doctor, just before he regenerated in Twice Upon a Time. I was going to have him meet more Daleks that had survived the attack on the Asylum. Obviously this figure has a load of cuts and bits missing, and obviously the jacket is ripped and in areas, and the giant sleeves. It's actually got the wrong Sonic. I've tried to sculpt a new Sonic for him, but it just didn't work, so I'm just going to leave it like that. The head, I've done nothing to the head except paint the hair a bit more. But that's it really, that's nothing else to this figure. I won't be doing a video on that one. But these Daleks will be appearing in an animation at some point. Still need to make the set, the Asylum set, and the TARDIS set. But it will be up eventually, so hopefully sometime by next year. I do have more Daleks coming, very soon actually. Quite a few, not too many, but a few. And yeah, if only Character Options had done Asylum Daleks that were actual ones seen on screen, or with different bits of Dalek on it, all they've done is added a load of washes on them, and that's it. On the ones that they'd made, no bits missing, no classic ones. I will do classic ones at some point, I hope, but I haven't been able to get any classic ones yet. I admit I'm not a fan of the 3 3/4 inch ones. I just like the Daleks actually, and the Doctors. Well, the 10th and 12th Doctors They're the only figures I actually like about 3 3/4 inch range. But yes, you will see an animation. You will see quite a few animations, not just 3 3/4 inch. I mean, a few 5-inch ones as well. Mostly 5-inch ones. I will be doing my own Series 11 with the new TARDIS interior that I've made. Well, drew and will make. But that will be a while yet. Until the 13th Doctor and her TARDIS has been released, I won't be doing it. But I will still use her TARDIS exterior and obviously her costume. But apart from that, I'm changing everything. I'm changing the music, the logo, the title sequence, the enemies. I'm going for classic enemies in this one, in mine. Basically just more classic Doctor Who, really. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos, and I hope you like the video. Thanks for watching.